Rain, blood, darkness, these were the first things he ever knew. Abandoned as a child, left to die in the unforgiving alleys of London, he was found by a retired MI6 operative, a ghost who saw potential in the shadows of his eyes. Years of brutal training, honing his body and mind into a weapon. They called him Wraith, a phantom, a whisper of death. His missions were always clean, efficient. But this one felt different. This time it was personal. The air crackled with tension. 3 men, burly and scarred, blocked the alleyway. Wraith moved like a phantom, his strikes swift and brutal. A flash of steel, a choked gasp, 2 down. The last one, a mountain of a man, charged. Wraith dodged, his fist connecting with the man's jaw. A sickening crack. Another soul claimed by the night. He was good, the best, but even the best could make mistakes. His target, Antonov Volkov, a ruthless arms dealer known as the Ghost of Prague. Volkov had built an empire on chaos and bloodshed. His weapons fueled conflicts across the globe. Wraith had a file on him, a past shrouded in mystery. Rumors of a tragedy, a thirst for revenge. Volkov wasn't just another mark. He was a mirror, reflecting Wraith's own darkness. This mission was different. This was personal. Days turned into nights. Wraith stalked Volkov through the labyrinthine streets of Prague. Every shadow held a threat, every corner a potential ambush. Volkov was cunning, always one step ahead. He left a trail of distractions, false leads and dead ends. Wraith could feel his patience wearing thin. The darkness inside him, the darkness he fought to control, was stirring. He needed to end this. For himself, for the world. Volkov's safe house was a fortress, guarded by men who had stared death in the face and laughed. Wraith infiltrated the building, a ghost in the machine. He moved silently, his senses heightened. Motion sensors, pressure plates, laser grids. He bypassed them all with practiced ease. His path led to a steel door, heavily guarded. Volkov was close. He could feel it. He took a deep breath, the scent of danger thick in the air. It was time to end this. Section 6. A dance with death. The door exploded inwards, a symphony of gunfire. Wraith moved like a phantom, bullets whizzing past him. He took down the guards with cold precision, each movement a dance with death. The room fell silent, except for the rhythmic beeping of a heart monitor. And then he saw him. Volkov, hooked up to machines, his face pale and gaunt. He was dying. The darkness inside Wraith surged, a primal urge to finish him off, but something held him back. Section 7. Shadows collide. You're too late, Wraith, Volkov rasped, his voice weak. It's already done. He pointed to a screen, a live feed of a bustling city square. A van, packed with explosives, stood in the middle of the crowd. Volkov had one last card to play, and it was a hand that could kill thousands. Wraith felt a chill run down his spine. He had walked into the lion's den, only to find a monster more terrifying than he could have imagined. This wasn't just about revenge anymore. This was about saving innocent lives. Section 8. Redemption's Embrace. Wraith's fingers flew across the keyboard, his mind racing against time. He had to disable the bomb remotely, but the encryption was complex. Every second felt like an eternity. He could hear the fear in Volkov's eyes, the realization that he had lost. With a final keystroke, the timer on the screen froze. The bomb was disarmed. Wraith collapsed back, his body drained, but his spirit lighter than it had been in years. He had stared into the abyss and found a glimmer of hope. Section 9. Dawn breaks. As the sun rose, casting its golden glow over Prague, Wraith disappeared into the shadows. He had fulfilled his mission, but his journey was far from over. He had tasted redemption, but the darkness still lingered within him. He knew he would always walk the line between good and evil, a weapon forever seeking a purpose. But for now, the city was safe. And that was all that mattered.